Welcome back, episode number 2 of Ring of Honor in 1970. I'm starting off this episode a bit different tonight. We've got the Young Bucks in the ring behind us. If you didn't know, that is the Young Bucks. There you go, Matt and Nick Jackson. I don't know when that's from. That's Global Wars. I thought, when I ended the last episode, I realised I was at the end of June. We're now in July. We've got 6 more months of wrestling to go. And I'm hoping we'll get somewhere, because as I said in the last episode, we're going to get through that in a minute. But we're still a local company. This is where we stand. We're importance in 9. In our popularity, we're at F10. We need to start working on that. We should be alright. We've got All-Star Extravaganza coming up. But we've got Dory Funk Jr. As the rest of the year so far. Company of the Year is St. Louis Wrestling Club. Team of the Year is Dory Funk and Dick the Bruiser. Match of the Year is Dory Funk Jr. and Pat O'Connor at the SLWC house show in March, which I do remember that because I don't remember that match, but I'm going to have a look now because we're going to have a look. We're going to go all the way back to March. Where is freaking March? So that's April's house show. March. Dick the Bruiser defeated Gene Kensey. There's quite a few in March. Pat O'Connor, 96. So yeah, that's about right. Show of the Year, WWF End of the Month show, which was held in April. It seems to be the top 10 of the Show of the Year. That was a good match. That was a good show, actually. I do remember this. It was in April. End of the month show. We're going to go June, April. Here you go. 78B with Tanakaki, Toro Tanakaki defeating Bruno Sammartino. So 78B, that's the Show of the Year so far. Young Wrestler of the Year is Dick Murdoch. Veteran of the Year is Vern Gene. This is our first Ring of Honor episode. In the new episode 2, this is our first Ring of Honor event in episode 2. That's what I'm trying to say. And a decent match, Andre the Giant defeated Bill Francis at 6:43 by penalty elbow drop. Andre the Giant 47, Bill Francis 30, 42D. In above our great heat and good wrestling, Ollie Anderson defeated Rick Collins 7-11 by submission. Rick Collins 47, Ollie Anderson 47, 48D plus. In above our good heat and decent wrestling, Roddy Piper defeated Chuck Connolly in 6:23 by pinfall. Chuck Connolly 50, Roddy Piper 37, Roddy and Rumble 46D. In a decent match, Al Psychedelic defeated Billy Graham in 8:02 by Kendall Plancher. Al Psychedelic 30, Billy Graham 38, no opponents 36D minus. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero and Jimmy Snuka defeated Blackjack Mulligan and Nikola Volkov in 1958, and Trevor Guerrero defeated Nikola Volkov both in the moonsault. Jimmy Snuka 40, Trevor Guerrero 43, Nikola Volkov 39, Blackjack Mulligan 43. Nikola Volkov and taking on performance. That's the end of the show. Over 43D. I cannot complain. Really, we should be going up in the world, but we're bloody well not, and it's really annoying me how we're just stuck. We're stuck in this fucking looks of being this local company. It's really annoying me now. So we'll see you guys live here again for another edition of Ring of Honor Wrestling in just a little bit. Welcome. The issue is we're not doing enough shows a month to boost our popularity, and we just keep dropping back down to 10%. So this coming week, we're going to be doing Ring of Honor live from Six Flags. Starting next month, every week we're going to go to Six Flags over Florida. In this match, Billy Graham defeated Al Psychedelic in 7:58 by pinfall. Billy Graham 42, Al Psychedelic 25, no opponents 37D minus. In a decent match, Jimmy Snuka defeated Nikola Volkov in 7:38 by the Superfly Splash. Nikola Volkov 33, Jimmy Snuka 40, no opponents 38D minus. In a decent match, Blackjack Mulligan defeated Trevor Guerrero in 8:07 by pin of the Lariat. Trevor Guerrero 40, Blackjack Mulligan 45, no opponents 44D. In a decent match, Bill Francis defeated Andre the Giant in 10:14 by pinfall. Andre the Giant 47, Bill Francis 34, no opponents 43D. And in a decent match, Ollie Anderson defeated Roddy Piper in 20:09 by pin of the diving knee drop. Ollie Anderson makes defense number 2 of the Ring of Honor Championship. Roddy Piper 38, Ollie Anderson 48, no opponents 45D. That's where we end tonight's show with 44D. Increased our popularity in one region. We'll see for Ring of Honor live at Six Flags in 2 weeks' time. 98 people came to Six Flags today to see Ring of Honor Wrestling. In a decent match, Nikola Volkov and Roddy Piper defeated Bill Francis and Billy Graham in 11:27. Roddy Piper defeated Billy Graham by pinfall. Billy Graham 43, Bill Francis 35, Roddy Piper 39, Nikola Volkov 41, Billy Graham performs 41D. In a decent match, Al Psychedelic defeated Jimmy Snuka in 12:09 by pin of the planchette. Jimmy Snuka 40, Al Psychedelic 40, no work improvements 36D minus. And then a decent match, Andre the Giant defeated Blackjack Mulligan and Trevor Guerrero in a 3-way match in 2025. When Andre the Giant defeated Blackjack Mulligan by pin of the elbow drop. Andre 49, Blackjack Mulligan 47, Chavo 41. No work clearance. That's where we end our monthly show. Increase our priority in one region. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks for Ring of Honor Wrestling Live. Tonight, I try and get us to grow in size because this is ridiculous. We're just staying around the 10-11 apart. So I have gone on a hiring spree and I brought in some big names to Ring of Honor Wrestling. It's going to bring us into a bit of problems. But with the Six Flags deal now in set in stone for the next few coming years for Ring of Honor Wrestling, I'm just going to get my coffee. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm also going to go and feed the cats after this because I want to go and have a bath and relax. But yes, in above a great, good heat and decent wrestling, Tony Mario defeated Andre the Giant in 802 by pinfall. Tony Mario 27, only Andre the Giant 54, All American average, gimmick average. Got the trainer thing. These two have great chemistry and showed their performance. I don't know why he's so low because but anyway, we brought him in. There's some bigger names in the main event, don't worry. In a decent match, Bill Francis, Jimmy Snuka defeated El Psychedelic, Roddy Piper in 12:28, and Bill Francis defeated El Psychedelic by pinfall. Jimmy Snuka 49, Bill Francis 39, Roddy Piper 39, El Psychedelic 31. Roddy Piper flying, Jimmy Snuka performance. Ollie Anderson is injured and is not here tonight, and I'm thinking about stripping him of the title if he's not back in time for Six Flags. Does that make it easy on me? In a decent match, Lou Banner defeat Billy Graham, Ivan Koloff, Blackjack Mulligan in 15:29. The order elimination was Billy Graham first, then Blackjack Mulligan, and finally Ivan Koloff. Billy Graham 14, Ivan Koloff 42, Lou Banner 43, Blackjack Mulligan 44. No agreements, Ivan Koloff following a brute, and an old school heel above average, 44D. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero defeated Nikola Volkov in 8:24 by pin the moonsault. Trevor Guerrero 44, Nikola Volkov 39, Trevor Guerrero performance 43D. In above a great heat and good wrestling, Gorilla Monsoon defeated Toro Tanaka in 2028 by pin the Makinori Mancini Splash. Gorilla Monsoon 55, Toro Tanaka 47. Man-Beast, Gorilla Monsoon, Man-Beast, Brute, gimmick below average, following a cocky gimmick above average. No equivalence 50C-. And then in the battle of fantasy and great wrestling, Bruno Sammartino defeated Dick Bauer in 24:45 by pin of the Sammartino Slam. Dick Bauer crazy, gimmick above average, old school face, very good. Dick Bowery 38, Bruno Sammartino 68, no opponents 59C. That's where we end tonight's show, 56C-. That's the shit I wanted. Bruno Sammartino, Gorilla Monsoon, and I'm going to give it to Luro, even though these guys have come in. They're not as good as I thought they were going to be, but the fact is we've got to work with them because they're the best wrestlers we can hire. So, John, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for Ring of Honor live at Six Flags. We are live at Six Flags, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ring of Honor Wrestling. 117 people have come to Six Flags over Georgia tonight to watch Ring of Honor Wrestling, which is great. In above a good heat and decent wrestling, Lou Arabana and El Psychedelic defeated Scuff and Hillbillies in 11:02, when El Psychedelic defeated Rip Collins by Vin the Plancher. Rip Collins 55, Chuck Conley 52, El Psychedelic 33, Lou Arabana 43, Rip Collins in performance 49D+. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero defeated Roddy Piper in 9:52 by pin the moonsault. Trevor Guerrero 43, Roddy Piper 39, Trevor in performance 42D. In above a good wrestling, a decent match, the crowd, Andre the Giant defeated Jimmy Snuka by pin of the elbow drop. Jimmy Snuka 43, Andre the Giant 51. No work improvements, 49D+. In above a good heat and decent wrestling, Dick Bauer and Ivan Koloff defeat Bill Francis and Tony Marmero in 12:03, and Dick Bruiser defeat Bill Francis by pinfall. Tony Marmero 30, Bill Francis 34, Ivan Koloff 54, and Dick Bauer 53. Bill Francis in technical 47D. In a decent match, Billy Graham defeat Blackjack Mulligan in 9:38 by pinfall. Billy Graham 40, Blackjack Mulligan 47. No work improvements 46D. And then in the battle of fantastic heat and great wrestling, Nikola Volkov and Tori Tanaka defeat Gorilla Monsoon and Bruno Sammartino 24:41, when Tori Tanaka defeat Gorilla Monsoon by pinfall. Turns around Bruno Sammartino's head and shoulders out, Nikola Volkov is a weak link. Bruno Sammartino 75, Gorilla Monsoon 61, Tori Tanaka's 49, and Nikola Volkov 39. No work improvements. That's where we end tonight's show. With a 58C-. I can't complain with that. Gorilla Monsoon. Bruno Sammartino. And of course, I will give it to Luro Ambano tonight. And we're going to be pointing out these two. And we're going to be praising him. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for another edition of Ring of Honor Wrestling. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Ring of Honor. So this is a special night, Survival of the Fittest. That means certain wrestlers are going to be wrestling upwards of 3 times tonight to be crowned the Survival of the Fittest. In the Battle of Fantasy in Great Wrestling, Bruno Sammartino defeated Tori Tanaka in 8:16 by from the Sammartino Slam. Bruno Sammartino 67, Toro Tanaka 43, Noah Corinne 60C. In the Battle of Good Heat, East West, Andre Giant defeated Tony Marino in 7:32 by from the double and up suplex. Tony Marino 33, Andre the Giant 45, Noah Corinne 37D minus. In the Battle of Good Heat, Great Heat and Good Wrestling, Gorilla Monsoon defeated Dick Bauer in 8:18 by from the Airplane Slam. Dick Bauer 43, Gorilla Monsoon 54, Dick Bauer in Performance 51D+. In the Battle of Good Heat and Decent Wrestling, Ivan Koloff defeated Bill Francis 7:54 by from the Russian Sickle. Ivan Koloff 55, Bill Francis 37, Noah Cruz 51, 50D+. In a decent match, in a decent non-tournament match, Nicole Volkov and Roddy Piper defeat Jimmy Snuka, Billy Graham in 7:54. Roddy Piper defeat Jimmy Snuka by pinfall. Billy Graham 43, Jimmy Snuka 44, Roddy Piper 39, Nicole Volkov 40. Billy Graham in Techno 43D. In Above Fantasy in Good Wrestling, Bruno Sammartino defeated Andre the Giant in 8:19 by from the Sammartino Slam. Andre the Giant 33, Bruno Sammartino 64. Andre in Rumble 54C-. In a superb match, Ivan Koloff defeated Gorilla Monsoon in 7:35 by from the Russian Sickle. Gorilla Monsoon 61, Ivan Koloff 53, 59C. So it will be Bruno Sammartino versus Ivan Koloff in the finals of the tournament later on tonight. In a decent match, Leo Albano defeated Norval Austin in 7:55 by pinfall. Northern Austin 34, Leo Albano 44, 41D. In a decent match, Al Psychedelic Blackjack Mulligan defeated Ollie Anderson and Trevor Guerrero in 8:11. When Blackjack Mulligan defeated Ollie Anderson by pin of the Lariat. Trevor 52, Ollie Anderson 51. Blackjack Mulligan 37, Al Psychedelic 25. Noah Crimps 45D. And then our main event tonight in the Battle for Fantasy in Good Wrestling, Bruno Sammartino defeated Ivan Koloff in 1958 by pin of Sammartino. Bruno Sammartino wins the Ring of Honor Survivor the Fittest title. So there you go. Ivan Koloff 46, Bruno Sammartino 58, Ivan Koloff performance with 5 Rice. That's where we end tonight's show. With 5 Rice, that really makes for great, and I'm going to give it to Bruno Sammartino and Ivan Koloff, who had 3 matches tonight. I'm also going to give it to Andre the Giant, because he did really well, so I'm going to be pointing these 2 out as a good example, and I'm going to praised Andre for a good performance. Bruno Sammartino, Ivan Koloff, and Andre was very happy. So we'll see you guys at Six Flags in 2 weeks' time. 110 people have stayed at Six Flags tonight. That's Ring of Honor Live at Six Flags. I only got 3 more shows after this. So in a decent match, Jimmy Snuka defeated Roddy Piper in 10:03 by pin of the Superfly Splash. Roddy Piper 38, Jimmy Snuka 46, no work appearance 44D. In a good match, Andre the Giant defeated Trevor Guerrero in 8:27 by pin of the Double Underhook Suplex. Trevor Guerrero 43, Andre the Giant 53, Andre the Giant in Tekken 51D+. In a battle of good wrestling and a good heat and decent wrestling, Tony Marmio, Bill Francis defeated Ivan Koloff and Lou Albano in 7:34 when Tony Marmio defeated Lou Albano by pinfall. Bill Francis 38, Tony Marmio 39, Lou Albano 45, Ivan Koloff 57, Lou Albano in technical 49D+. In a decent match, Nikola Volkov defeated Billy Graham in 9:53 by pin the Russian Sickle. Billy Graham 43, Nikola Volkov 43. Billy Graham in Rumble and Performance 44D. In this superb match, Gorilla Monsoon defeated Taraka Tanka in 14:34 by submission. Gorilla Monsoon 59, Toro Tanka 48, no work for 56C-. And we'll move on to our main event. In an exceptional match, Bruno Sammartino defeated Ollie Anderson in 22 minutes 22 seconds by pin the Sammartino Slam. Bruno Sammartino is now the Impact Ring of Honor Championship. Ollie Anderson 45, Bruno Sammartino 33, Noah Provitz 59C. That is because he won the Survival of the Fittest, so therefore he gets his title shot, and he had it tonight beating Ollie Anderson in front of 110 people at Six Flags over Georgia. We're going to end the show there. It gets a 58C-, and I know who the post-show talks are going to go to. So that's that done. We've got 2 more, 3 more shows after this, or 2 after the next one. So I'll see you guys live here once again in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, it's War of the Worlds. Nabara, decent wrestling, great heat, decent wrestling. Toro Tanako defeat Bill Francis 957 by pinfall. Bill Francis 39, Toro Tanako 52, Noah Prince 49D+. In above, great heat, decent wrestling. Trevor Guerrero and Billy Graham defeat Ivan Koloff and Louis Ambano 11:32. When Trevor Guerrero defeat Louis Ambano by pinfall and moonsault. Billy Graham 43, Trevor Guerrero 45, Louis Ambano 40, Ivan Koloff 57. Billy Graham improving in Rumble 51D+. In above, fantastic heat and good wrestling. Ernie Lad defeating Nikola Volkov in 14:38 by pin the big boot. Nikola Volkov 41, Ernie Land 55, no work appearance 51D+. In a decent match, Roddy Piper defeated Jimmy Snuka in 11:26 by pinfall. Jimmy Snuka 47, Roddy Piper 39. Jimmy Snuka improving in performance 45D. And above, good wrestling and decent match, Carl Blackjack Mulligan defeated Ollie Anderson in 12:59 by pinfall lariat. Ollie Anderson 48, Blackjack Mulligan 49, no work appearance 50D+. And then in the battle, I had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Dick Bauer defeated Gorilla Monsoon in 2012 by pinfall. Gorilla Monsoon 60, Dick Bauer 43. Dick Bauer improved in Rumble 55C-. So that's where we end the show with 53C. Increased our popularity in one region. Not bad. Of course, we didn't have Tony Marnero here tonight or our world champion, which really is shitting on us, to be honest. But there you go. Gorilla Monsoon, I'm going to give it to Dick Bauer because he was in the best match of the night. I also want to give it to Toro Tarocco tonight as well. So we're going to praise all of them for great performances, and hopefully when we get to Six Flags in 2 weeks' time, we should have our world champion back. Fingers crossed. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. We're nearly finished by episode 2, which is quite good for me. Actually knuckling down and getting this done today, which is quite surprising. Not normally like me. In a decent match, Roddy Piper defeated Jimmy Snuka in 9:44 by pinfall. Jimmy Snuka 45, Roddy Piper 43, Snuka in Rumble. Only 109 people tonight at Six Flags over Georgia. 45D for that match. In above, a good heat and decent wrestling, Billy Graham defeated Nikola Volkov in 9:45 by pinfall. Nikola Volkov 39, Billy Graham 47, no work appearance 45D. In above, a good heat and decent wrestling, Al Psychedelic defeat Trevor Guerrero in 9:31 by pinfall the planchette. I love you, darling, but I need this hand to click the mouse buttons. You can hold on to my arm, but I need the hand, okay? A Psychedelic 31, Trevor Guerrero 47, no work appearance 43D. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere through this show. In about fantastic and good wrestling, Ernie Lad defeated Dick Bauer in 7:35 by from the big boot. Dick Bauer 45, Ernie Lad 45, no work appearance 52D+. Thank you. In above fantasy decent wrestling, Gorilla Monsoon defeat Tony Mario at 11:20 by from the airplane split. Gorilla Monsoon 55, Tony Morano 27. These two don't click and made for an walkabout 43D. In above had good heat and decent wrestling, Ivan Koloff and Louis Albano defeat Ollie Anderson and Bill Francis in 05, and Louis Albano defeat Bill Francis by pinfall after using a foreign object. Bill Francis 37, Ollie Anderson 47, Louis Albano 41, Ivan Koloff 55, no work appearance 49D+. And then in an exceptional match, Bruno Sammartino defeated Tori Tanaki in 25:09, both in the Sammartino Slam. He makes defense number 1 of his Ring of Honor Championship. Tori Tanaki 51, Bruno Sammartino 71, no work appearance 660+. I think that's our best match we've done. That gives us a 61C+. Holy shit, guys! I think we're getting somewhere. I don't, because we need to get over. We're only got importance of 10 at the moment, so we're still a local flipping company, and we need to get over that. We need to get to, I think, around about 13 popularity in our local region to get to the next level. I can't remember what it's called. But we'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time for our final Ring of Honor show, and we'll have one more part of that where we have a look at the end of year awards. We'll see you in a couple of ticks. And with just the 2 little ticks, I am back. And guess what, guys? We have now grown in size, which means we're now a small company, and we're live on television! Finally. These are results from Ring of Honor Final Battle, being held by Ring of Honor Wrestling. It's been held in front of 263 people at the Roman Civic Center. Cha-ching! Ignore the giggling in the corner of the room because she found it hilarious what I said taped instead of record. In a decent match, Louis Ambano defeated Tony Marano in 12:54 by pinfall. Tony Marano 36, Louis Ambano 39. Louis Ambano improving in technical 39D-. In a decent match, Jimmy Snuka and Trevor Guerrero defeat Blackjack Mulligan and Al Psychedelic in 13:11 And Chavo Guerrero defeated Psychedelic by pinfall with a moonsault. Alpha Psychedelic, who was slowed by his injury. Chavo Guerrero 47, Jimmy Snooker 44, Alpha Psychedelic 28, Blackjack Mulligan 37. Jimmy Snooker in performance, Chavo Guerrero in flying, Chavo Guerrero in performance, and Alpha Psychedelic improving in performance. 43D. In a decent match, Roddy Piper defeated Ollie Anderson 8-14 by pinfall. Ollie Anderson 45, Roddy Piper 39, no work improvements, 44D. In a decent match, Nikola Volkov defeated Billy Graham 11-59 by the Russian backbreaker. Billy Graham in 44, Nikola Volkov 44. Nikola Volkov improving in performance. I am tickling her, by the way, guys. I'm not doing anything with her. In a decent one. Shut up, you. In a decent match, Andre the Giant defeated Bill Francis in 12-46 by pinfall with a double underhook suplex. Bill Francis 32, Andre the Giant 49. Noah Corinne's 44D. Another good match. In above that, great wrestling, a good heat. Toru Tanaki defeated Gorilla Monsoon in 14-54 by pinfall. Gorilla Monsoon 63, Toru Tanaki 57. Noah Corinne 62C. In above that, great heat and decent wrestling, Ernie Ladd defeated Dick Bauer in 14-45 by pinfall, the thumb to the throat. Dick Bauer 34, Ernie Ladd 53, no work improvements 47D. And in above a fantastic heat and great wrestling, Bruno Sammartino defeated Ivan Koloff in 24-41 by pinfall, the Sammartino Slam. Bruno Sammartino makes defense number 2 of his Ring of Honor Championship title. Ivan Koloff 54, Bruno Sammartino 67, no work in 64C. That's where we end our first local televised event. We are on local Southeast tonight, which is great for us. And that was a great show to kind of introduce people to the Ring of Honor freaking product. I am so happy that we finally have done this. After about a year, well, 9 months of building this company up, we finally got somewhere where we can show what I'm trying to do. Now, we're going to continue for now as we are. And we'll see you guys in a couple of ticks at the end of December. Or tomorrow after the game has loaded. Well, I might as well say on the screen. Your phone tickled, by the way. Yeah, I think it's a Snapchat for your mum saying goodnight, I think. So yeah, we're at the end of the year now. This is our final part of this episode. We haven't run the company for a year, but we're going to have a look at the end of year reports for Ring of Honor Wrestling. Yes, it was saying goodnight. I had a quick nosy over the shoulder. So yeah, basically we've done really well this year. It's took me a while to get the company off the ground, and I needed to hire Bruno Sammartino and all them lot to kind of get the company going again. Because the company just wasn't growing. We were just staying around that 11 thing. We got them on board, we started doing the Six Flag shows, and it started to take off. So we're going to start doing studio wrestling as well. We have got that nice little studio that seats 100 people we've been using previously. So we're going to be using that for studio wrestling for us. And anytime soon, can the game hurry up and load? It's probably going to take forever. So yeah, basically we've hired some great wrestlers. We've had some amazing matches. We've had some good world champions across the board during the early years of Impact. Not Impact, Ring of Honor. But yes, so if you haven't heard already, starting tomorrow is another new series that is WCW Lives, run by Sting. And also I've got a few surprises planned like I did in the original series. Not only have we got WCW Lives, we've also got NWA Live this coming Sunday night, because I needed to hire some referees and some road agents, which I've now done for that weekly series because we didn't have any. That's now sorted. So all that's kicking off. We've got AEW coming up, and I've moved Full Gear so that it comes up after the 6th episode of Dynamite like it does in real life. And we still haven't loaded, and I'm running out of stuff to say. Help me here. But apart from that, everything's really going quite swimmingly in the series on the new channel. She's still on her phone when she's meant to go into sleep. So I'm going to click off and stop recording because we've been going for 4 minutes and it's still unloaded. And I'll probably click off and it'll probably load quickly. But we'll see you guys back at the main title screen in just 2 ticks. Welcome back. We're live again. It's the end of the year stuff. Dory Funk is the recipient of the Rest of the Year award. Dory Funk, Company of the Year, St. Louis. Team of the Year is Ray Stevens and Stan Sanaki. Match of the Year is Dory Funk defeated Luke Graham at the SWC House Show match. House Show bout where Dory Funk defeated Luke Graham. Show of the Year goes GBC end of the month show, which was held in September. So they kind of took it in September. Let's go back to September then and have a look at this. It's going to be a bit difficult because I don't know. There's August. September. That'll be the August one. Let's go to the next month. JCUP. End of the show month 88, 82B, 13,000. The main event was the finest Scott Speed and Man Stevens for the NWA Southern Tag Team belts, which is not bad really. So yeah, that was quite a good show. 82B. That kind of shows you the sort of thing we're in. Young Rest of the Year is Dick Murdoch. Veteran of the Rest of the Year is Pat O'Connor. Female Rest of the Year is, of course, the Fabulous Moolah. Most Improved Company of the Year is World Athletic Association. Independent Rest of the Year is Luke Brown. Man of the Year is Joey Graham. Announcer of the Year is Tori Fanaki. And colour commentator is Lord James Bales. And Referee of the Year is Dick Kroll. So yes, made a bit of loss in September, that's fine. But yeah, we're doing alright. We've got our money. We've got a bit of money. I gave ourselves a bit of money because we just couldn't continue the way we were going. I haven't done that with Impact, so we are in debt with Impact Wrestling. But we've done quite well in the year. I'm quite happy with that. How we've done. And as you can see, we're on local Southeast America now, so I'm gonna set up a studio wrestling to start this coming week, so we can start the year off with a studio wrestling show. But we'll see you guys in the next episode number 3. Thank you for watching.